Hey, Aiko! Make me feel so special because wow, all of you.
Yes.
How did you know I was going out? And you're already here.
Yes.
It appears the vice president, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. A lot of people, especially ministers of the gospel and preachers, and I say Odifo ne asori paging for, if I should put it. A lot of ministers of the gospel, a lot of prophets and pastors may have gotten hint spiritually, may have gotten hint about the situations the vice president, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, will be going through because of what currently we have at hand. Currently, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman is currently battling an illness, a condition that Ghanaians we don't know. As whether it is hypertension, we don't know. Whether it is malaria, whether it's fever, typhoid, whether it's diabetes, what it could be anything at all. But it appears that her medical situation may have gotten worse than we expected. And that is the reason why the University of Ghana Medical Center could not contain or could not manage her predicament. She had to be transferred or referred to another health facility or institution outside Ghana. As we speak, she's currently not in Ghana now, and she's receiving treatment in the West. We don't know whether it's in Europe or in the United States, but what we know is that she's feeling unwell, and necessary actions such as taking her for medical treatment or medical attention, urgent one for that matter, is currently underway, and she is somewhere outside the shores of Ghana, beyond the shores of Ghana. However, it will interest you to know that our Vice President Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman's health, some pastors, some prophets of the land here have made certain revelations about her. Maybe you don't know. Me can let me know until I chanced on certain videos and remarks. One such person is Prophet Eric Boahene. Prophet Uche of Rain Chapel International. During the first crossover watch night service, said Ghana for Ebeya mom payema ye mampeni ebedi echi vice president Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Why? Because when he said in the spiritual way, the woman will come under serious attack, and they are going to attack his health such that he will be incapacitated to function as a vice president. However, he said the woman is not going to die, and that is something that we are very happy about. She's not going to lose her life, because we can't afford to lose a certain vice president. Her family needs her, her husband needs her, her children need her, Ghanaians need her, friends and loved ones need her. So we do not want to lose this good woman. She's a professor. This is the time she has to work, build a legacy with John Dramani Mahama as part of the NDC legacy, and then enjoy. So we don't want to see a situation similar to that of the late Professor Atamos, who suddenly passed away whilst he was president of Ghana. And his death brought a lot of tears. His death, me especially, I've not recovered from the death of Professor John Evans Atamos. I've not recovered from it. I haven't recovered. So please, I do not want to see another issue come up. So if the situation is so dire that she needs treatment from the whites or from the Western area, so be it. At the end of the day, we want her alive. At the end of the day, we want her. And man, you said we have very, very good professional expert hands at the UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center. We have very good hands there, knowledgeable doctors there. However, whatever they have, it couldn't suffice. That means that maybe resources and logistics and facilities were not enough to help our vice president get better. That's the reason why they sought a foreign aid with regards to health and medical checkup and all that. Now, the substantive matter, and it has to do with media personality and reggae musician Blakk Rasta. What has Blakk Rasta said this time around? So a lot of people have condemned the practice of our lawmakers, the practice of Ghana for when our lawmakers, when our politicians always they travel outside. When it comes to education, you realize that our lawmakers will take their children outside Ghana to seek to further their education there. And when they are not feeling well, they will go outside the country. Akufo-Addo said, "Who fana? Ubetu kwa buruchi. You know, akope ayaresa. Baumia susa okoshebube almost a month seeking medical care. Other ministers of state have done the same before in the past. Now, Professor Nana Opukwa-Agyeman has followed suit, has joined the bandwagon of lawmakers, politicians, people in government or in governance, seeking medical attention beyond the shores of Ghana. And this is the problem. Some people, maybe I would say most Ghanaians, including Blakk Rasta, has an issue with this. What is Blakk Rasta saying? Or say, is it because you've not resourced our medical facilities here enough? Say, now government officials, lawmakers, policymakers cannot receive treatment here in Ghana, but they have to go outside of the country and go and seek medical care. And according to say, that means the priority, where our lawmakers, those in government, they know that our medical situations here is poor. Yet they'll make you look as if they are doing stuff, but in critical moments they will fly out of the country to go and seek medical care. John Dramani Mahama, he's a man noted for great infrastructure. One of the infrastructures of John Dramani Mahama was the establishment of several hospitals across the country. Now, all these hospitals, none of them have been able to function well to accommodate and contain people like Professor J. Nana Opukwa-Agyeman to receive treatment. So now, what has become of the facilities John Dramani Mahama made? We can say, Ofiri Hono MPP buy and MPP buy the obey. Okay, fine. But however, beyond that, there's a broader conversation that needs to be had. That needs to be had. And I can side with him. Say, why are we Ghanaians, the ordinary Ghanaians, going to the Kolebus, the UGMCs, the Rage Hospital, the 37, but our policy makers, they will fly out of the country using government money to go and seek medical care, whilst they also have medical facilities, medical institutions, health institutions here in Ghana. And this is what Blakk Rasta can. And to add to what he said, which is quite also critical, is the fact that Blakk Rasta mentioned an issue where, Prophet Bernard El Bernard made mention of a certain revelation God gave him, something he saw, and God revealed to him about our vice president back in the day, about a year ago or something. And according to him, the revelation Prophet Bernard El Bernard made about our vice president, Professor Nana Jane Opukwa-Agyeman, even before she became, or even before the general elections, see, it is not a good look. It is not something good, and that is a cause for worry for me. Wherever Prophet Bernard El Bernard is, Prophet El Bernard, please, wherever you are, please, can you come and speak to Ghanaians or explain further Can you let us know what you told Blakk Rasta? What you told maybe a cross-section of your church members, or you told some people? Privileged information. This might be privileged information that the whole Ghanaian populace might not have this into access to. However, if it is about life and death, Prophet Bernard El Bernard, please, can you do the needful for us? Because we want to save our vice president. We want our vice president to live. We don't want him to die. Vice president, we want him to live. We want her to live. We don't want her to die. So please, I beseech you, Prophet Bernard El Bernard, wherever you are, show your face, because Blakk Rasta has exposed it. He has said it, and he will not lie. Blakk Rasta will never lie. So whatever he has said, I believe it. Say there is something going on, and we must address it now. Please, let's listen to Blakk Rasta as he shares his thoughts and views on the matter at hand. Please.
We were told that on Friday evening, Professor Nana Jane, Vice President of Republic of Ghana, was taken suddenly ill and rushed to the UGMC, that's the University of Ghana Medical Center, for treatment. And over there, it's been said that she needs to be flown outside the country for better treatment. Listen, for better treatment. My brother, this directive, is it coming from the doctors at the UGMC? Did the doctors say they are unable to handle the situation? It's beyond them, and therefore this person would have to be flown outside the country for medical attention? Or is it by the whims and caprices of the office of the vice president to be flown out of the country for medical treatment because the white man is always right and the black man is always wrong? We saw Nana Akufo-Addo flew out of this country night and day to seek medical attention. Bawumia did the same thing. In the wisdom of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, he has built a number of hospitals, completed a number of them. Today, you can adequately call him the king of hospitals. The Ridge Hospital he built. My brother, the UGMC he built. And many more. My brother, my sister, I was driving the other day around the Ridge area there in some obscured corner, and there was a hospital that came up. I've forgotten the name of it. I think it's a bank hospital or something. And I was told that Mahama built that hospital. My brother, are we just building hospitals without the requisite doctors and nurses to run those places? Or we are still colonial minded, that anytime we are sick, we must seek attention from our colonial masters? I remember Honorable Ablakwa in opposition saying that politicians must be banned from flying outside the country for medical attention. And I believe he said it in the good interest of the Ghanaian. Today, my brother, my sister, I hear Nana Jane is getting ready to fly out of the country, or has she flown out already? What is the sickness? What is the medical condition? Can it not be handled in this country? Or do we keep looking down at our own doctors and medical personnel? Now, the science behind this thing is this: as long as we push our politicians to stay here and seek medical attention, they will have the health facilities, doctors and nurses in mind whenever they are making policies, because they know that when they are ill, and everybody falls ill time after time, our hospitals will be well equipped to take care of us. I don't agree with Nana Ajimai flying out of this country for medical attention. Once you have made yourself available for political office, you must be ready to bear the consequences. If we have one or two politicians lose their lives in our Ghanaian hospitals, my brother, my sister, I am sure they would be sure to make sure that our hospitals are well equipped. Do you agree with me? We are those who are the sacrifice every time. We have no money to fly abroad. The money we pay as taxes, all these people who claim they are our servants, all of a sudden become our masters. They have the best of healthcare. They fly out of the nation at will to take care of themselves, pay huge amounts of money to foreign hospitals and doctors. Our doctors continue to languish in poverty. Nana, if I were you, with all respect, I will stay here in Ghana like President Kufuor did. President Kufuor had a major surgery in a Ghanaian hospital right here. And when he got well, we all applauded him. Today, President Kufuor is still alive. My brother, my sister, all politicians who have given themselves out for public service must remain in this country. They have no right to send their children out to school. Their children must stay in this country, school in this country, stay in this country, go to hospitals in this country, so that at least it will prick them to think about our school and our education and think about our health and our hospitals. Am I making sense? I wish Professor Nana Jane Ajimai a speedy recovery in a Ghanaian hospital and not in a foreign hospital. My brother, my sister, I wanted to go deep into a prophecy I heard Bernard El Bernard utter, and it all was about the health of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Ajimai. And this was before the elections. I pray that God has mercy on the Vice President so that she will return to good service and good health.
And do not forget to hit the notification bell. Subscribe to this channel. And I will see you again in the next one.